Testify. Hey, what? All right, I'ma chill before I get copyrighted. But y'all gotta know one thing about your boy. I love my music now. I love my music. But let's go right into what we need to get into. Welcome back to the No Cut Sports Podcast with your host, Niall Frazier. And before we get into anything at all, if you could please like and subscribe to always catch this vibe. You already know. So let's get into it, man. So since the last time I made a video, some information and some news has come out. A lot of rumors. I guess we could start with the AJ thing. A lot of rumors about AJ Brown being traded this offseason for like Patrick Surtain and whoever. It don't even matter who it is. It don't matter. My thing is this. First and foremost, AJ Brown's still under contract for I think another 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. And also AJ Brown is no disrespect to my boy Smitty. Shout out to Tay. But AJ Brown might be the best player on our team. All due respect. And no disrespect to my man Jalen back there neither. But my thing is this. He is probably the best player on our team. I don't see a reason why or where this came from that people think that we're going to be shopping AJ around. But a report has just come out, I guess from somebody that's close with the Eagles organization or something like that. I can't really remember who it was, but I do remember what it said. And pretty much just laying the rest that AJ Brown will be with the Eagles. He will be catching footballs from Jalen Hurts this coming season, so nothing to worry about there. I just think it's crazy though, because you can kind of see that AJ is getting upset. I don't want to say upset, but he's getting like frustrated with the questions because every time he's getting interviewed and things like that, the question comes up. But I feel like Smitty had pretty much put it to rest. Excuse me, tongue twisted. My fault, y'all. But pretty much put it to rest when they did an interview with some lady. I ain't never seen the show before. No disrespect to her, but I've never seen the show before. I don't know who she is. I don't want to disrespect her or nothing like that. But did a show with this young lady, and you could just see he was bothered when she was asking him the question. But then Smee just cuts in, and he's just like, he ain't going nowhere. So that really pretty much confirmed to me that he wasn't going anywhere. And then the report, like I said, the report has come out maybe just an hour or two ago. That they never even had interest in shopping AJ around. So, and as you may remember, before he came to Philadelphia, AJ was pretty much just traded blindsidedly from the Titans to Philadelphia, which wasn't a bad deal for him, as you can see. But he kind of blindsided. So when he was saying what he was saying, I kind of felt like he was look at the camera, but I felt like he was referring to that situation. So it is what it is, man. I just think us as, and I get rattled, I get emotional, high intense emotion and stuff like that when you watching the games, you upset with what's going on and things like that. And it's I'm a man, I can admit when I'm wrong and stuff like that. But as of now, they're going to be moving on with Nick. They got the new offensive coordinators and stuff like that, and AJ Brown's going to be a part of that offense. So I'm still happy to have him here. I don't know why, like I said, that was even a thing to even be bringing about. So it is what it is, man. But shout out to AJ, man. Shout out to Tay, Devontae Smith. So let's keep it rolling, man. Some other things I want to get into is I looked up Kellen Moore's offense a little bit more. Shout out to the Philly Film Room. I just got done watching one of their videos, and then I seen some other videos. I can't think of the other podcasters' names or creators' names. But like I said before, I'm not very well versed in defense or the offense, man. Like I said, only my like from watching football, playing Madden, and I could probably tell you like what defense they're on, but I can't get all into detail with different things like that. But like I said, I am trying to learn that stuff because you just never know where. You never know where life is going to take you, man. You never know. Your boy might be on the sideline one day coaching. You never know. You just never know. So my thing is this: I'm gonna take every initiative to achieve my goals. Not that I'm saying that might be one of my goals, but I would love to coach football, basketball. I would love to be, like kind of not, teaching kids stuff, but mentoring the younger youth and stuff like that because, I feel like we need more of that. So, but I feel like coaching is one of those things that you can do that Well, at least for me, I could do that through. So, but that's neither here nor there. But like I said, I am trying to learn, especially for this podcast, for the simple fact that I want to make sure I'm giving y'all, the right details and stuff like that. But I'm human. I'm flawed. I ain't perfect. I mess some stuff up. You know what I mean? I might say something wrong. So, but I am trying to learn both sides of the ball. Pause. So, look more for that. But from what I was gathering from the information that was provided to me through this video, he was pretty much showing how the motion works uh, with Kellen Moore's offense, where they were lined up in a dirty bunch. I guess that's when you add a running back into the bunch formation. But then they ended up moving, who was it, CeeDee Lamb or something like that, to the left side of the field, creating a regular bunch, making the defense have to really figure out, how they're going to play the dirty, or I forget, not the dirty bunch, but I guess whatever comes out of that dirty bunch, whatever the case may be. But it puts pressure on most of the defenders, and then they had like a delayed drag with the tight end. So that's really going to be something nice to see, because we seen nothing like that. All due respect, we seen nothing like that this year. So, and there was some other stuff that he went into, and I'm not going to get all too crazy into it. But from what I'm seeing from the offense or his offensive scheme, I'm liking so far. And they were trying to. He's pretty much saying, what player would be, X, Y, and Z, whatever the case may be. But I guess AJ being X, I guess he's going to be the number one factor, because he's going to be the one that's probably going to get double teamed. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier, he's probably the best player on our team, especially on the offensive side of the ball. And with that being said, that he's going to draw more attention, opposed to other players out there on the field. Now, we are shopping around for a wide receiver 3. I did see some free agents pop up. I don't know who was that, Tyler Boyd, I think it was, from Cincinnati. But I don't know how that works. I know we need to we really need to work on our defense first. But still putting that out there, that would be nice to have a good wide receiver 3 as well, because then it'll really open up this offense. I don't know what's going to happen with DeAndre Swift. I wish, and I remember earlier in the season when they did go get Swift, or they did trade for Swift, that they said that they were trying to extend him, but I heard no more about that conversation. And as you know, Philadelphia doesn't like to pay running backs. We got rid of Miles Sanders last year, and I won't say got rid of him, but we ended up he ended up leaving last year, and the last player to really ever get paid, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is Shady. So, and Shady was crazy work. So, of course he was finna get paid. But yeah, man, it does get to be kind of nerve wracking, because you do kind of get attached to some of these players. And then especially Swift being from Philly, he's probably attached to the team in a different way than most players are, which I can understand. So he probably does want to stay. You know what I mean? I mean, it probably wasn't the year he was thinking, but it was his best year in his career. To hit 1,000 yards, over 1,000 yards, I think it was. So it was it's going to be. It's going to be some things happening this offseason, but I do know they got salary cap space. Lord, have mercy, salary cap money, but they do got to make moves on that defense. So that brings me to my next conversation. My next topic of conversation, the Vic Fangio situation with the Dolphins. Man, I know you probably already seen all this, but we're gonna get my opinion on it. When they had first came out, I thought to myself that these players was tripping, because I'm sitting there. I watched the HBO Hard Knocks series with the Miami Dolphins this past season. So I'm sitting there. They really didn't show Vic all too crazy in that series. But my thing was, I watched the games, I watched the series. I'm like, man, the Dolphins got a pretty good defense until they played us. You know what I mean? So they got a pretty good defense. But reports that came out from Drew Rosenhaus, the agent, the super, my man get you the bag. That should be his name. My man get you the bag, Drew Rosenhaus. So I guess reports that came out from Drew Rosenhaus or his team and stuff like that, because players had said that they didn't like, especially like secondary, and I said this before, that they didn't like his scheme, they didn't like him as a person, because he's kind of like, he's kind of like a prick, if you want to say, in so many words. So. And when I first heard it, I'm like, okay, this is grown men saying this about another man. I understand, you got your feelings about how you feel about somebody, but it can't just be one-sided. And nothing is ever just one-sided. So it can be, but it's rare. But nothing's usually ever one-sided. So then more reports that came out earlier, either yesterday or today. I think it was yesterday, because I did hear somebody else say this when I was watching a video too as well. But that It was BS. It was a cover up because the players got, accustomed to living that nightlife in Miami and stuff like that, and not taking the game serious. Like you get paid to play ball. All due respect. And you get paid. Some of these players get paid pretty well, so they do want to enjoy, spend their money the way they want to spend their money and go out on the and do the nightlife thing and stuff like that. But with a lot of that stuff, it comes, some trouble sometimes because look at the Henry Ruggs situation, stuff like that because, and I wasn't even on the football team, but I knew this. And the coach used to say, shout out to Myers, he used to be like, nothing good happens after 10 or 11 or something like that. So you should be in the house. You need to be in the crib. So, but my thing is this: they weren't taking it as taking the game as serious as Vic Fangio wanted them to take it. And not that I'm saying it showed during, through their play, but cause I thought they had a pretty good defense. But details get missing, things like that, miscommunication. So that's pretty much what that was. But me hearing that, I'm thinking that's what we need as a philosophy change with the organization. I felt like this year, who was holding anybody accountable? Who was holding anybody accountable this year? I didn't see Nick holler at nobody. I didn't see nothing on the side. I seen players hollering at the coaches, but I didn't see like Nick going like, "Yo, they keep scoring on us," or Brian, why can't we get some offense clucking? Like I seen none of that, and that's my thing when they talk about Nick Sirianni's job. That's the job, bro. That is his job. My thing is he's pretty much a overseer. You know what I mean? He's the head coach, but he needs to oversee. And this year I felt like he didn't do that. No disrespect, but I feel like he didn't do that. And did I say, he could leave? I said all that. I said clean house. I ain't gonna sit there and backtrack on what I said. But my thing is that's the reason why I said it. Cause my thing is this: instead of sitting there watching and things, I don't know what's going on in the house. Like I said, I always said it's pure speculation. But to sit there and watch that same BS, and I went back into my videos. I was talking about this in like week 5, 6. I think I said this either the Jets lost or the game before the Jets. I'm like, man, something ain't looking right. And I was trying to make the excuse that, it's the beginning of the season, new coordinators, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, whatever the case may be. But as time went on, nothing changed. No adjustments were made. Things came out. Now, the Eagles I will say that the players have really kept things like nip and tuck because as many times as these players had the opportunity to go out there and say something against their coach or say something against the organization, you really haven't heard anything. Nothing too crazy as of yet. The biggest thing I heard was the rumor about the Bill Belichick situation, and that was just a rumor. I can't confirm that report. But I did hear that as well. So my thing is this, and you see where Bill Belichick is. He don't even got him and Vrabel didn't even get head coaching jobs. But that's another topic. So my thing is this. That's the only thing I heard. Now that could have been something that was leaked just to put a fire under Nick Sirianni. Because I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. But like I have to hold people to a standard. You know what I mean? Like you have to be held to a standard. As you see, Kansas City's going back to the Super Bowl. They are, Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. That's experience right there, man. That's the Andy Reid is the experience. We didn't have that. Even Nagy, he's 5-6 years. He got the experience. Now I'm bringing in Fangio. Like I said, I hope next year we get back. I would love to go back to the NFC and to the Super Bowl, but it don't work like that. So I'm willing to give the two coordinators that we do have a chance. Okay, I'm even willing to give. I mean, I ain't got no choice now, but I'm willing to give Nick a chance because us as fans want. That's like kind of what we built off of. We might fail, but if you really can show us that you are meant to be the head coach of this team, you will always be in our good graces. Like Doug will always be in my good graces, regardless if he was going to bring. Well, I guess pretty much because he brought the Super Bowl home, but he will always be in my good graces. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm always bang with Big Red too, because when I first started watching football, he was was the coach and stuff like that. That's when I really started getting into it. So it's always love. But Chip Kelly, you can keep it moving, keep it pushing, player. Got rid of one of the best, some of the best stars put together, and we're not even gonna get into all that. But my thing is this, man. If Nick Sirianni can redeem himself this season, I'll change my tune. I got no problem. Like I said, I don't got no problem doing that. But he has to show me something. This whole Eagles organization got to show me something because we have the players. I just told my boy this. We had I said we gave the keys to a Ferrari to somebody that don't know how to drive a Ferrari, bro. You know how many people go out and go get Ferraris and they'll have it for about a month or two and they be like, why ain't this joint starting? Because it don't start like my car. I drive a '02. You feel what I'm saying? Key to ignition. This setup was a little bit different than the Ferrari. You feel what I'm saying? Because it do different things. It handle a little bit better than my car. It look way nicer than my car. My car got a 4-cylinder. That bad boy got a V12, so it do a little something different. You feel what I'm saying? It might be smooth when you behind the wheel, but that bad boy got a lot going into it. You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is this: they ended up thinking that they were better or a superior to other teams in the NFL, thinking that we had the roster already. Anybody can come in here and coach, and it didn't work out. It didn't pan out. So let's not do that again. You feel me? Let's do what we're doing now. Bringing in experienced assistant coaches and stuff like that is even a good thing, because you got a lot of young players that we've been bringing in over these last couple of years, and they come from D1 programs. Like Georgia's a good program, Alabama's a tough, decent program, Michigan too, and all that kind of stuff. So, but they come from these programs. Or these D1 programs in general. But my thing is this: when you have your players come out and say, or ex-players come out and say that the offense, but the practices are not tough enough. I mean, I can believe it. So I think some philosophy changes need to be implemented this offseason, because I know Nick doesn't like to have contact camps and stuff like that. But I'm really thinking he might have to switch it up, because I don't know, man. We just wasn't clucking, man. Just wasn't clucking this year. So I think we all need to go back to the drawing boards and figure out, especially with him still being here, what the new philosophy is going to be. Because like I said, I can't have another year like that. And I think he knows that as well. I mean, he said it before in his press conference. But I just think, like, for the most part, we're moving in the right direction. Okay. They've been making some, and I've seen some rumors about people that they were looking at in the draft and stuff like that, but the draft's kind of still too way off for me to be like, oh, all right, this, that, and the third. I'd rather us get all of our coaching together, you know what I mean, and then go get the players that fit that scheme, you feel what I'm saying? So, and then also, I guess Clint Hurt was supposed to be bringing another guy from the Seahawks. I can't think of his name right now, but y'all know who I'm talking about. He ended up staying, because I see they just signed a new head coach to the Seahawks. So he ended up staying. I was like, oh, shucks. So, things be happening, it's all good and dandy. We're going to take who we're going to take, and we're going to do what we do with them. So that was something else I did see before I made this video. But, yeah, man, I feel like the Eagles so far, so good with the moves that they did make. I can't wait. I really want to see what they do with the players, like extension-wise. Are they going to extend? God, please let them extend Swift. Like, I really want to keep, of course, I want to keep Hassan Reddick and stuff like that. But I feel like Swift is so lethal. If Kellen Moore is as good as they're saying he is, and I seen what he did with the running backs and with the Cowboys. I seen what he did. If he can take DeAndre Swift and implement him into that offense I was seeing, oh my God. And I know I said this last year. But like I said, I don't know whose offense that was. If that was not Brian Johnson's offense, that was Nick Sirianni's offense. If Kellen Moore can bring the offense that I'm seeing on tape to fruition with the Eagles, they're going to make. My thing is this, and Kellen Moore has a lot to prove, to be honest with you, because they scapegoat you in not Philly, they scapegoat you in Dallas, right? Scapegoat you. I felt like it was never Kellen Moore's problem. I just felt like Dak was not, I'm not going to get into all that, but I just feel like Dak is not, he's a good quarterback, but he just chokes in those types of situations. That's how I feel. So when they scapegoated Kellen Moore after so many seasons, and then he ends up leaving there to go to the Chargers for just a season or two. I think it might have been a season, and he lead there. So I feel like he has a lot to prove with his because this is his own offense, but with his scheme. But for me seeing the scheme that he's running, I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie to you, man, because it's what we've been asking for. As much as we probably thinking like, oh, because he's coming from Dallas, and whatever the case may be, because that's what deterred me from the beginning. I'm like, bro, this we got somebody from Dallas up in here, man. Get boy about the city, man. Get him out the city, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was feeling. That's how I was feeling. So my thing is, I'm past that. I got the emotions out, and what I'm saying? I'm thinking with a clear head. So my thing is this: from what I'm seeing with Kellen Moore's offense, I like for all of our offensive weapons, honestly. What they do, like I said, with wide receiver 3, couldn't tell you. But like there are some options out there, man. And then plus we got a lot of picks in the draft, and then whatever Howie does with that. So Howie's a mastermind when it comes to that kind of stuff. So hopefully he can work his magic one more time, or to multiple more times, honestly. But I feel like linebacker is a big thing that Fangio wants, and I feel like that'll probably be the first thing that they probably try to get done. And that's either with the people that they got, or free agency, or draft, whatever the case may be, how they want to mix it up. It is what it is. So we'll see how that goes, man. But trying to make sure I don't forget nothing, man. I should be writing this stuff down, but I'll be going off the top sometime, freestyling. So it is what it is, man. I appreciate y'all as always watching my videos, man. Oh, and shout out to John Brecko and Darren, man. I was on I had my first like joint podcast with somebody, and it was cool, man. I really liked it. It wasn't too long though, but if you want to go watch that, I'll probably put it in my description. I'm pretty much toward the end, but shout out to John and Darren, or I want to make sure I'm saying his name right, Darren, for having me on the show too, man. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully we can do it again, man. So with that being said, it's Niall Frazier from the No Cut Sports Podcast, and I'ma holla at y'all, man. Y'all be safe. Yeah.